Greetings everyone, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Curse of the 333 on Ultraviolence. This map was submitted by Anonymous. Alright, here we have submission number 4, Curse of the 333, which is only half as evil as regular curses. Because you know, 666, ha ha ha, joke joke joke. Anyway, it's quite an interesting map. And I'll just show you why. Well, first of all, beginning combat isn't too interesting. But this map is just really unorthodox. It's really hard to describe, so like I said, I'll just show you what's up. First of all, well, this is GZDoom. No comp level was specified, so I'm just using the default one. Which means I can do this. I can walk on obstacles and I can walk underneath demons and stuff, so that's a nice change. This map has, I believe, 9 secrets, but one is broken. The first secret can be found here, you shoot the gargoyle. But yeah, just look at this, it looks so unorthodox. Something tells me this is like Bobby's first Doom map, but it's too advanced in one way. I don't know, it's hard to describe. Anyway, shooting the gargoyle opens up this room, but you can interact with this piece of wall to lower these walls, so you can open up this wall for an energy salt pack, which is not a secret, but it's nice to have. And there's another secret behind this red wall, but we'll go for that later once we get a plasma rifle. Anyway, for this part, there are a lot of chain gunners here, so what I'd like to do is just go over here, go for secret number 2. Let the chain gunners shoot, at least the ones in the back. The one on the crate specifically, I want to have him shoot the imps, but he doesn't feel like fire. Oh, there we go. So yeah, he's gonna harm the imps. They're supposed to infight him, but I think they were occupied with other chain gunners. But that's okay. We'll just deal with them like this. Here's the plasma. We'll grab it in just a moment. Alright, so let's kill these guys, but we're not going there yet. Because if we do, we lock one area that holds 2 monsters. And then we cannot get 100% kills, so let's not go there yet. Anyway, I just want to point out all the details here. So first of all, the floor. Look at that, that must have taken a lot of time to make all the hexagon-shaped tiles and stuff. It's a bit of a common trope in Doom maps that you shape the floor as hexagons with this floor texture. Or a very common trope is when there's one tile missing. But I like this is cool. And let me see, is there anything here? Some ammo. Some other tiny details like the slime trail here, which emerges from this wall. So I think that is really cute and really cool. And then stuff like the shape on the floor, which hurts by the way, and then disappears. It's the tiny details. But yeah, it has like these intricate details, but sometimes the map looks very amateurish. Amateurish? Yeah, amateurish. Like I said, it screams baby's first map, but there's like these tiny subtle things that makes it look like the map maker was very experienced. It looks very experimental, doesn't it? I don't know, it's mostly stock textures. I think like this red tech texture is not stock, it's custom, but you know, textures that are never used normally, like these blue striped textures from, I believe, E2M7 from Ultimate Doom. Never used anywhere, but the map maker found a way. Anyway, the reason I wanted a plasma is because of the supercharge. This is the area that closes off if I were to progress into that room with the shotgunners and zombie men. This bit disappears, and so do the 2 holes in the ceiling. which holds the Kakurim and Lol Saw. So yeah, do that first. I believe there's a chain on here, yeah. And some ammo. And now we can proceed. Thank God for the chain gun. And this is another very strange room. Again, it looks very simple. I mean, it's just a square room, but then look at the floor. It's really cool stuff. And then pressing the switch turns off the lights and spawns 4 specters. And it also locks you into this room. And to get out is also a really strange way to get out. And there's also some goodies like cells. But to get out, you need to interact with this symbol. Very strange. And then, not sure if you noticed, but there were unpacked textures. I'll show you what I mean with unpacked textures. A lot of people were asking what those are. Can I open the door again? Or lower? I don't think so, never mind. It's when the textures scroll up or down when a door opens. Normally you pack a texture to the bottom of the door. I mean unpack, so it doesn't scroll up or down along with the door. But default textures are packed to the top or bottom of the texture. So when the sector moves, so does the texture. Anyway, as you can see, the pit disappeared. So if you don't get the supercharge before pressing that switch with all where the 4 specters were, you cannot get 100% of the kills. Just so you know. And also with the plasma, we can now go for this secret behind the red wall. Which, by the way, there are actually 2 secrets here. If you pay good attention, there's a very thin sector here, right in the middle, which is also secret, but it's too thin and you cannot tag it. It's also sunken a bit, so your origin hovers over it, so you cannot make contact with it. So that's a broken secret, unfortunately. Then some more weird stuff over here. This is actually a teleporter, which you can review by interacting with this computer panel, as you can see. And you can also interact with this computer panel, which opens up a door here, even though you can't really see it. It's strange and it's not a secret. I don't know, there's some very weird design choices in this map. And I'm not sure whether to love it, because it's so weird and I like weird, or it's just an amateur mistake. I don't know, I don't call them mistakes. I think it has a certain charm. It's hard to describe. Anyway, here comes the most difficult room in the map. Thankfully there's a partial invisibility. And thankfully this is GZDoom, so partial invisibility is actually useful in the sense that monsters stay asleep until you shoot, which is different from vanilla partial invisibility. And again here, some tiny details that are easily missed, like these red stripes on the floor. I believe, depending where you walk, they light up differently. See, if I stand still, nothing happens. If I move, they start doing things. It's very strange. I've never seen anything like this before. Anyway, to get out, I think you need to activate the crusher or something. Wait, what? Why does it move? There's a crusher. I don't... Ah, crap. What do I do again? Do I interact with the computer panel? Oh, okay, that's it. Then why does that wall lower then? I don't get it. See, that's what I mean with weird map design. Why does it lower? What's the point? There's nothing there. Ah, whatever. That was a nice secret, very painful, as you can see. I almost died. But the reward is very nice. Very nice. I cannot speak today. It's a heart. And going through the heart brings you back here in the beginning area. And I kind of wasted that supercharged, so I wonder if I can find some health. Because the next part is also quite deadly. And I'm afraid I'm gonna die if I don't heal up. So don't mind me, I'm just gonna look for some health real quick. I'm pretty sure there's some health up here. There's a medikit for sure. And a stim pack. Not sure if it's enough, but I'll do my best. Because the next part involves quite a lot of hit scanners. And also in an area where you cannot really move. So it's a shooting gallery for enemies. Except their target is immobile. Okay, is there any health here? No, okay. Well, good luck me. Alright, it's also the imps I'm mostly worried about. Wait, can I just get out? I think I can. Yeah, okay. Never mind. You can get out. And I have to explain how you get out, because that's also very strange. There is... Oh, I cannot go back. Yeah, this whole thing here is very, very awkward. The computer panel right in the middle, on the top, with the green text and the black screen. You can interact with it to raise a step, and then you can get out. It's weird, I know. But weird is good. Also, gotta be careful here. My health is really low. That crusher really screwed me over. So I gotta be a bit careful here. Stim pack. Can I lower this? Yeah. Did he die? The lost soul? Seems like it. Also, there's a hidden rocket launcher. Again, not a secret. But nice to have. Alright, so this is all mandatory, by the way. You need to press that skull switch to proceed. I believe that switch opens up the door behind this door. So there's a light on the floor, you need to walk over it, that opens up this door. It's a bit cryptic. And here we have this party going on. Still no health, by the way. Oh yeah, and look at this. Well, it's hard to see. It's hard to see. Yeah, look at the floor there. So random, like a highly... Come on. Oh, this is so awkward. Come on. Please. Oh my god, come on. I'm trying to get up. Why does it keep bouncing me off? There we go. Look at the symbol on the floor. Suddenly such detail. This is not the first time I'm gonna see a symbol on the floor like that. But yeah, you can walk here, get a backpack. Not a secret. Something is blocking me, what the hell? Yeah, get the rocket launcher ready because of this. Pain elemental, and then down here we've got 2 lost souls and an imp. And I don't think we have infinite rocket launcher height, so shooting against the wall doesn't work here. So we're gonna have to do it the correct way. Just walk down to kill stuff. Okay, we got a stim pack, hooray! Alright, so we press the switch there. That will open up a bar in this corridor, so you can use this lift. And beware, around the corner there's a room with a lot of shotgunners. There we go. Also get some health. And you should be able to walk through this. I'm not sure when this opens. I think after you press the switch, but I'm not sure. So I think yeah, the area closes, you press the switch, that opens something. Then there's another switch down here, which I don't know what it does, but I'll press it anyway. And get ready, because we're gonna face 3 chain gunners. Just quickly kill them, press this switch, and to get out you need to do some parkour. You just walk into this hole, get the red key, and there you go, we're back here. And now this has opened, which is a secret. And here again, it's a very detailed symbol on the floor, although this time it looks like a tapeworm or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And then here is a switch you can shoot, but it's a bit awkward because you can't really aim at it. You need to shoot it well, or you can use the super shotgun. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this, but you need to fall down and then shoot, pretty much. There we go. And then you see this. You would say it's like some kind of art project, but it's actually a different floor texture here. And if you step on it... Come on, what the heck? Strafe. There we go. Opens up this with a supercharge and some text on the ceiling. It says DE upside down J, or it's a very fancy L. I'm not sure what it means, but it's there. DE. Yeah, I don't know. Use your fancy, I guess. I don't know what it means. Let's move on. At least we have health now. So once you grab the red key... Oh wait, there's of course this guy. Yeah, once you grab the red key, the ceiling raises a bit, which means you can now go back to the beginning area, and now this opened up. And this is a very spooky corridor. Watch this. Oh. Ooh. If only the music was different, but it's a minor complaint. Yeah, I really wish this map had custom MIDI. Because it's not a bad map at all. It is very unique. Oh yeah. Speaking of unique, look at this. That's a highly detailed staircase. And a lot of hit scan. But we have a chain gun. Not anymore. Now, I don't have armor anymore. And I cannot do one armor. Problem is, that mega armor, while it's not a secret, it is really awkward to get. And I'm still not sure how exactly you're supposed to get it. You have to get it through a very awkward platforming section. Or sequence, rather. Oh, that's a lot of shotgunners still here. Also, the 2 most dangerous lost souls in the world. And there is actually a secret here. You need to run to the ledge here. Again, very awkward. Just like that, and here you go. Rockets. Yeah, to grab the mega armor, you need to land on the staircase railing, I guess. That's the name. I'll give it a couple of tries, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. But it would be nice to have some armor, because 0 armor makes you very squishy. So let me just try a couple of times. So you need to land on this. See, it slides you, it's really annoying. So you need to somehow land on it, stop, and then jump to the mega armor. It is really awkward. And I'm not sure if there's another way. I don't think there is. Or maybe you need to do like... Oh, maybe you can do it like this. Like one big jump, like this. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, I'm a genius. Okay, that was a lot easier than what I normally tried. I tried to land on this and then make a jump, but you can make a big jump instead. Oh, I have some smart moments sometimes. Okay, let's go back to the weirdness of this map. This room looks empty, but there is a trigger here, not sure what the trigger is. And then you can shoot that gargoyle for extra doors. And then you've got these imps and a caged energy cell pack, which you can grab. And then there's an eye on the floor here, and then the walls close, and then there's this red stripe or thing or tapeworm or whatever that goes to the eye. I don't know. And then there's this area, which is not a secret, but it's a lot of optional content, so you can press this switch that reveals another door over here, and then there's nothing in here at all, except in this room where there's a shotgunner and a random arachnotron and shotgunner. And then, for whatever reason, the mapmaker used this texture. I don't know why, but it works, I guess. Then there's this, and that's it. That's the optional area. That's all you do. No BFG, no, I don't know, mega armor or supercharge, just 2 health files or health bonuses, a stim pack, a backpack, and armor bonuses. Very, very strange. But very, very, very intriguing. I really want to know what was going through the mapmaker's mind while making this. And I don't mean that in an offensive way, but like the thought process of, okay, I want to have a non-secret area here and it gives you 2 health bonuses. I don't know why. If there's any thought put behind it or not. And here again, a symbol on the floor. And then these heads on pikes have a very cool light sequence. See that? And then a tree in the ground with a... I don't know. I told you, this map is very strange, but very interesting. Alright, what do we have here? I think the shotgun here needs to die first. We got some imps, with this one being immobile for some reason. And then this Hell Knight poses no threat whatsoever. Here's the blue key. It's gonna spawn 2 Hell Knights in this area. And now time for some more weird optional content. Alright, so you can actually get out through here and go back to the area. And here we can find some cells. And a lot of health bonuses. But there's also a little parkour section here. If you go over here, this is where the Hell Knight was that we killed. There's nothing here, but you can actually drop down over here, which is normally accessible because this step is too high. And here we can open up this wall for a secret. And this secret has some ammo. That's it. I think it's a box of rockets and shells and that's it. But it's very well hidden, but the reward is not that great. So again, it makes you wonder what the mapmaker tried to... or thought of, I don't know. Okay, I'm missing one secret, and that's at the end, so let's just continue. Another very interesting room. And again, a tiny detail again is the skulls with one red eye and 1 empty socket. Eye socket. Speaking of skulls, got some revenants. And then you need to step on the pentagram floor to create this lift, and then this bridge also appears. And when you step on the lift, this wall opens up, and when you approach the ice switch, this happens. Like, have you ever seen a map like this? I haven't. I mean, nowadays a lot of people copy each other's map making style or ideas. This map has unique ideas only. And again, I don't mean this in an offensive way, but I wonder if the map maker ever played custom maps at all, to have a general idea what people enjoy or make. Or the map maker is just really experimental and knew exactly what map makers do and tried to do something completely different. It's really like, dare I say, it's the Poe's law of maps. As in, you don't know if this map is like baby's first map, or the map maker is so advanced that he knows how to experiment. It doesn't really matter, because either case, I think this map is really cool. And I will admit that during my first playthrough, I absolutely hated this map. Which I have it quite often when I first play a map. My first reaction is, oh, this map sucks. Because, you know, I either don't understand it, or I play with the wrong compatibility level. And this map I played with strict, and at some point it broke, and it just frustrated me, and I nearly rejected this map because of that. Then someone suggested to try a different comp level, and now it works flawlessly, except for that one secret that was too thin, but that's not a comp level thing, that's just Doom being Doom. But yeah, now I really enjoy, or I really admire this map in a way. I mean, I didn't really check out the staircase, but just look at it. It's a small thing, and the flag isn't even in the middle. And I think that's a good thing, or else the map looks too symmetrical. And then again, tiny things like the blood spilling out of the fountain here. The floor here, broken. Oh, and oh yeah, this floor. Oh, and the crying gargoyle here. Boo-hoo. But yeah, this floor, oh, I cannot see it. I think after I grab the auto map, I do. Yeah, there's an auto map here, and then a coffin with the letter R from Rest in Peace, I guess. You can walk the wall here, and then it closes off these walls. I don't know why. And then the blood lights up until you step off. So many weird little details. But yeah, the crying blood here spilling over the water, and now look, the water is now blood. Crazy, huh? But yeah, it's too bad you cannot see the oh, did I? Oh shit, I accidentally pressed space. Uh-oh, invalid run. I used jump. Why? I disabled that. What the hell? GZDoom. But yeah, if you look in the map editor at this blood, how many vertices this uses, it's absolutely insane. I think it uses more vertices than some Doom 1 maps in total. It's insanely detailed. But yeah, enough. Let's just move on. We killed that one archfall because we went through the door here. If you go a second time, it doesn't teleport you, but again, there are some archfalls, but nothing to worry about. We got a plasma. And this switch opens up the wall. And I'm just gonna quickly press the switch, shoot to make this revenant spawn. And I'm just gonna plasma the Baron to death. And I'm gonna grab the yellow key. And now comes the big final fight. I'm just gonna stand here for just a moment, just to make the shotgunners infight with the imps or something. There are some hit scanners in there that I want to deal with early on. But yeah, there aren't really any dangerous enemies down there. I think the worst thing is a Revenant and a Pain Elemental, but I'll just let them infight, and then I'm gonna lure them to one side of the staircase, so in this case, where I'm standing on this side, to make all the imps, to group them all together to one side of the room, and then I'll hop down and just rocket everything to death. 12 rockets, I don't think that's enough, but I'll hop down once I kill the Pain Elemental. Oh, go away. You. Die. Let's go back. Ensure the imps stay on this side of the room. Oh, the Lost Soul killed a Cacodemon. That's something you don't see very often. That's weird. Normally Lost Souls forget about their targets and then they infight. Ah, whatever. Maybe it's a GZDoom thing. Anyway, as you can see, everything is now grouped together. Very satisfying. You just rocket everything to death. Plasma. And we should have 3 enemies left now. Yeah, perfect. And the final 3 enemies are right here. Yeah, that's all the kills. And like I said, secrets are broken. One secret is broken. And now this sequence is also very strange. So, doors lock behind you, I believe. Yeah, see, even one step before reaching the exit, this door closes behind you. Why? I don't know. And what are these things supposed to be? I don't know, but that is the exit. So yeah, Curse of the 333. Probably one of the most bizarre but unique maps that I've ever played. Or at least one of the most experimental ones that use stock, or mostly stock Doom 2 textures. But like I said, it's very charming in a way. I really enjoyed this one. Initially I didn't, but it really grows on you, especially like the tiny details. A lot of time was spent on this map, you can tell. On first sight, it may look like a very amateurish map, but trust me, it's not. The map maker knew exactly what he was doing. I'm pretty sure he was, or she, or whatever. The person wished to remain anonymous, which is a bit of a shame. And also didn't really write anything about the map at all. It only said, they only said, yeah, use GZDoom, and you may publish it to your viewers. So a bit of a shame, because I would love to hear more about this map, like the thought process or the map making process, what the idea was. But maybe some mysteries are best to stay a mystery. I think it adds, like I said, like the charm. Mysterious maps are charming in a way. Yeah, so that's it. I really hope you give this map a try. It is quite an experience, and like I said, it's fun. It's a fun map. Maybe combat wise not very interesting, but the tiny details are just very fun to uncover. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.